Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's nice to see you all tuning in into obviously video. It's really early in the morning. I decided to make a video. It's kind of random. It's just ranting and not really much to the video. Not talking about too much about characters. You already know about the characters. You already about to know about the new characters. With A2, I think B2 and 9S. I didn't roll for any of these characters because I'm not a big fan of these characters, no matter if they're overpowered or if they're any good. However, I was thinking about rolling for the arcs. Then again, I want to save crystals to see what is coming next, and hopefully something good comes out of this. And what the heck is this? Oh, okay, that's nice. Right now, I would consider myself an experienced player at this point, and knowing what to do and how to spend my crystals wisely. Saving my crystals are going to be the most important thing. I mean, regardless of like when you're going to spend crystals, you want to make sure you're spending them in the way that you want to spend them, and making sure that the character that you're going to get is going to have prism um, stones for those characters. And what that means is those stones for the characters that you're gonna get, like for 9S or A2 or B2, those characters have stones, and those stones are going to be a big asset to the characters for late game. Now, early to mid game, really, you're not going to see too much of it until you actually get your characters to learn different types of skill sets. Because 55 is pretty much the limit of. I don't think it's 55. I mean, depending on the character that you get, I suppose, because every character is going to be a bit different. Not entirely, but yes, a bit different, depending on what they learn and what they can easily learn or what they don't need to learn from an arc. Um, Skill tree is basically fascinating, depending on the character. And knowing what I want to see from a character is obviously going to be easy for me to spot, for me to discuss, me to understand the character, the things that I need to look for a character that I need to pick up. Now, I have a solid team here. I have Alice, I have Thela, I have the God of Rune. I mean, honestly, I have a good team here, so I don't really need to pick up anyone uh, that I don't need to pick up. So I just got to be careful of what I'm actually going for when it comes down to character design or skill design and the stats that I really need to focus on, because I'm not going to just throw my crystals because some people are going to say, hey, guess what? I'm looking at this character. I see the stats are really good. Overall, I think this is an awesome character to pick up. I'm not going to be that person because every character you're going to look at, everyone just says it's going to be an awesome character. It's a new character. Of course, they're going to be good, but not really. You know, like, yes, they're a new character overall in general, alright? But you really got to understand that not someone looking at a character doesn't mean it's going to be a good character to pick up. Collab units are always going to be good characters to pick up just because, one, the trade system has what you need to make that character fully scale into its late game form, and it's not like a character from the banner. What you're going to have from the banner for like Descent of Heroes, they're going to have things you really got to work for. You got to really pay for. You are going to throw money at this game so hard that you have to get those characters to work. And what I mean by that is some, I think some, uh, what's that? Descent of Heroes. They have really good things that you can grab. Okay, they're really, really good things for you to pick up and just say, "Wow, okay, I really don't need to spend too much here." There were a few characters like that, and the only reason why I have to say a few is because, like, they have events for those characters for you to go and work on them, okay? And like with the stones for them to have more skill cost to their skills. And so rather maxing it at 55, you can max it to over 55 to 60 and maybe above 70. I'm not sure how much you can use. I think it's 10 stones that you have to spend for it to max out for the stones. Um, those are going to change everything about your character, and not necessarily change, but a big, big, big change. But it's going to change how much you can use for skill cost. What really changes about everything is about focusing on your weapons, your armor, just accessories to help out your character of what you're trying to design. You're going full DPS. I would recommend getting Sandworm. No matter what, I'm gonna say that is top tier item, and just because it's really hard to obtain, it's not easy. And just because it has dual wielding, if you're looking for maxing DPS, you're looking for that max damage DPS, it's going to be dual wielding later on in the game. And that is going to change everything about how you see a character and how it's going to be designed. Dual wielding is such a big asset for any character that's willing to go beyond DPS. And this game can be free to play depending on how you play the game and how you set your eyes on a lot of things. I'm not going to pay anything for these gacha games because if you look at the banners, the ratings don't change, they don't make sense. So if you want to spend money, you're not going to get a better chance than anything. I don't know about the step up banners. I haven't really looked at them, but like if you're looking for paid banners in general, that isn't a step up, there's no change of how the rating's going to change how you're going to get the character, okay? For an example, you pay 1,000 crystals, all right? And you're a new player. You're going into the game and you really want a character and you also want to be a whale, okay? Now, whales can go beyond like a lot of freaking money. I mean, 700 to 800 bucks, okay? That's insane. And I'm not going to spend money like that, especially on a game like this. It's a gacha game, it's a phone game. Unless a gacha game that is reasonable to the point where you're increasing people's chances of actually obtaining something, then I might spend something. But if you're looking at probabilities of like getting a character, well, guess what? I'm sorry to say is your chances are pretty low. And even if you spend money on this game. Now, if you're spending money on this game just because you like the game, I actually appreciate it because honestly, there are people like that that are willing to do that because it makes the game grow. It makes the game hopefully have more optimizations on their phones, especially on the Androids, because it's depending on what you have for a phone, you gotta have a really, 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 really powerful device to run this game. Or you can get it on Steam where your PC can run it like nothing. Like I see it like right now. It's so clean. No frames drops, nothing. It's really nice. I don't know how we got into this path, but whatever. So, honestly, it's not bad, honestly. But you're going to see a bit of a dipping. And especially if there's a lot of things going on the screen, like for an example, if I spellcast Meteor or something that has a lot of effects to it, like Winter or Blizzard, Blizzard, and you have Thunderstorm, Thunder Engage, things like that, that can really mess up the performance of the game on a device that you have currently. Like a mid-range phone is not going to cut it. It can run it, yes, and you can see a really nice smooth frames until you hit that problem with frames. Like what if like God of Rune just throws God of Impact onto the screen? Yeah, your phone's not gonna like it. It can't run it because it's not optimized. Maybe mid-game phones, they're not bad if they can run a game like this, but it seems like this game is very demanding. I'm not sure if it's intentionally like this because the people that made this game really don't know how their game wants to be. They want it to be nice and pretty. They also don't have settings for you to change how you want for the game to look like. I mean, they do, but it doesn't change anything. Like, I can put the settings to the lowest game or graphics, sorry, and I still run into issues like that. But overall, I'm sorry, going off topic, okay? But here's the thing. This game, in the probabilities and with the gotcha banner part, you really got to be careful what you're throwing your crystals into. You really need to be wise of what you're spending. You got to be wise of what you're going to throw into this game. Now, people that have a lot of money don't care and go for it. I mean, you got that money, you want to throw that money in there. I don't see the reason why not to, especially you love the game. Okay, like any type of game you love, you're gonna throw money in there. Uh, but overall, don't spend money under this game until the probability chances actually increase. Now, I don't know why. If there is, right, if the probability does have an increased chance, but then why is it not built into the banner and telling me that it has an increased chance? Now, we can't look at this game together and see if there's an increased chance. You want to know why? Because on Steam, rather than showing you probability, it tells you to go to a website and check it on there. So for an example, if we go back, after unlocking this new area, which I don't really care for because I've done most of these parts of this game, so I know what's going to be the next area. Um, so if we go to the gotcha, okay, and so we'll just take for an example A2 or whatever banner I can get into. All right, come on. Okay, I guess we'll go to 2B. Probability, okay? I can't show you because it wants me to open up a website to explain things, which I'm not going to do because I don't have time now. But yeah, maybe I'll talk about a little bit more about this, but the time seems to be up. It's over 10 minutes. It was nice talking to you, everyone, and have a wonderful day and be safe.